Welcome to Harvest Day 3. I just got myself a nice donut for breakfast, cup of coffee, and I'm ready to go. But the equipment's not fully. We'll go in here. Let's get the let's get the gator out. Apparently I left that garage door open overnight. Whatever. Anyways, what we need to do is we got one header out. We got to get the second one out, which is in the barn still. I left that barn door open too. Oh god, I must have been tired yesterday. We did do a lot of work. And so we got to get the this header out here, the second one. And we gotta find a way. The realistic goal here is we're going to this field right here. We gotta find a good way that we can harvest from this field and not have to drive all the way down to that road that's south of us, about a mile, just to do the whole loop to go all the way back and around. I want to like use this right here, and I don't know if our grain cart's gonna fit under this, if we're gonna have to trim a branch or not. So that's gonna kind of be, I think, the first thing we're gonna figure out is we're gonna get one of the grain carts out and tractors and just see if it'll fit under there. Because if that's the case, I'll just park the trucks up here, because really the only thing we need is the trucks to actually dump them in the chute down there. And that's it. I mean, we really don't need the trucks. We could just run the cart back and forth, but I don't want to drive the trucks all the way around a 3-mile loop one way, so really a 6-mile loop for no reason, right? I don't think that's ideal, and a good you know, time saver. And obviously fuel prices are not cheap right now, so I don't want to waste that time, and I don't want to, you know, spend that kind of money on it. So I'm hoping I can just, at least for parts of this field, go right off of this driveway. And if this works, probably next year, I do want to do a couple field approaches, either during the spring or summer. And if that works, we'll probably put one right here at the end of this. But let's see. Let me put my lights on here. Make sure that's clicked all the way. Got the beacons on too, just for safety, even though we're the only one here. Dave, Blake, and Joey should all be here today. So. Oh, it looks like we're gonna clear without an issue. Okay, so yeah, we'll use this then. And we'll just go out of here. Now, we aren't gonna, again, these are broken up quite a bit, so this field is broken up quite a bit. I'm just gonna go through this. It's just small leaves and branches. It'll be all right. I don't want that parked down there right now. It'll be in my way. But they'll all be here today, so we're gonna be running both combines, the grain cart, and someone will probably be on trucks, just going back and forth, plus some miscellaneous stuff, whatever we need, type of deal. I'm gonna park this right in front of this shed because we still have to get that other header out. Turn that off. There we go. So we're gonna have all 4 guys up and running. Now, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, that, or I guess today's video because it's a day later for you guys, that we're gonna be live streaming tonight. I'm gonna go live from whatever tractor I'm running, whether it be the combine or the tractor with the grain cart or the trucks, whatever it is. I'm gonna be live, and I'm going to be live streaming Harvest tonight, 7 p.m. Yesterday, technically, for you guys, or last week, whenever this video comes out. I don't even know. But I will be live during this Harvest, so you'll see some probably time-lapse footage in there, whatnot from it. But just remind you of that. That's all. So we're gonna pull this Gator should pull it perfectly fine here, I'm guessing. And I don't know if that area is going to be big enough between the trees to get these down there already attached to the combine, or if I'm going to have to drive these down separately. It looks like I'm probably going to have to drive these down separately. Yeah, though there's not enough room there. So we're going to go and we'll probably, you know what I'll do? I'll park them right here. Just kind of line them up back to back, right by these trees. And that'll leave plenty of room. We'll go grab the other one. We'll park it like right behind it here. Obviously leaving us room because we're going to go right between these two trees. So it's 7:30 currently. The guys should be here at, I'm guessing, next 15 minutes, half hour, whatnot. So I might actually need another set of hands to move this cart back a little so I can get in there. I had to do some rearranging when we were getting discs and whatnot out. So yeah, we'll be here shortly and we're gonna get going. We're just gonna get cranking, ready to go. So let's let me get some stuff done before they show up, and then we'll go from there. Well, the guys just pulled in. The only one we're missing is Blake, but Joey and Dave are here. So I got the combines out, or at least one of them right now, and I'm gonna hook up to these headers, and we're gonna get started with at least one combine. I don't know if we're gonna put the second one in right away because we still have to move some trucks and whatnot. So I don't want to take all the help essentially while we're missing the guy still. But we're gonna put a combine in service, and we're gonna start with this strip right here because we're gonna use this as kind of like our staging area and whatnot, I guess, if you want to call it that. We might bring the trucks down in here because it's not too bad. I've seen worse, to be honest, but there's a lot of weeds in this thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna hook this bad boy up first. Joey's probably gonna come down, or Dave's gonna come down, one of the two, and they're gonna hop in it and they're gonna get started. I'm gonna have to somehow get over this. Might require a little bit of finagling here with the tractor to get over that. We'll see. Oh, it's still really hooked on there. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna probably have them come down and help me. We'll probably grab the tractor and assist, and then we'll get this in service and get it running, get it harvesting. All right, we got it unhooked. It was caught up. There was one bolt we were actually missing on the, or not bolt, but shear pin, whatever you want to call it, on the side there that we were missing. That's why it was still dragging the cart with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the field up here, and I am going to take one or two rows right off the end of this so we have that room. Because quite frankly, it's going to be easier to turn around while doing this. If we have these couple rows taken off at the end and we don't have to worry about missing stuff, whatnot. So I'm going to take a couple rows off of the end here. And then Dave said he's going to hop down here. He's going to hop in this combine. Joey's going to start the trucks, I believe is what Dave said he was going to do. Start the trucks, bring them over here. You can also see off in the distance there, right behind the trucks, the co-op brought the harvesters down from the other field that we were using for the potatoes. So they're down here. It's been a few days. They didn't work on them yesterday, so they brought them down this morning, and they're going to continue working on the one at least. Is kind of what they're still after as far as like fixing it, because it had that drive belt issue or whatever it was. This is one of the I guess you call them belts, got damaged, so it was causing issues, whatnot. So they're still fixing that, but they're down there. I talked with them this morning. They're up there. They're working on it bright and early, so that should be ready probably tomorrow-ish, I'm guessing. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna finish opening this up, trade off with Dave, go help Joey get the trucks down here, and by that time Blake should be here as well, and we can put the second combine in service. Okay, this is the second strip we've taken. We went down and back to the edge of this part of the field, at least. Again, you got to remember that this field is separated. It's one large field, but it's separated by like 7 or 8 of these like random little barriers here. So, well, it looks like 7 or 8 fields. It's only one. So I went down and back to the edge of this section of the field, I guess. And I'm gonna start. You can see they brought the other combine down. They're getting that hooked up right now. Dave's gonna run over here, so I'm gonna probably just go a little bit farther here, get him started, and shut her down. I'll just leave that down for him. Leave her running too, because he should be right back. Just make sure I put the brake on, all that. Okay. He's gonna be down to do that. The other combine's getting hooked up. They brought the trucks down. They got the grain cart down as well here. So they're pretty much set. Blake was just pulling in when they were bringing that combine down, so he should be around momentarily. And we're going to get going. So just a lot of work to do. A lot. I'm going to pretend I don't see that. But I'm also going to run closer to it. Oh, there he goes. Okay. My eyes are deceiving me. It's the aliens. Anyways, we're going to get started and forget that alien deer existed. I was thinking, while they're starting to harvest, I might take 1 or 2 of these branches down here. I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely going to bring the mower down, the bat wing down, and just mow this out so we can drive a little bit better. But we'll get to that once we start, and we got a little bit of a downtime. But they're going to get started, and we'll be all good. And just like that, Joey and Dave are off. They're gonna both start on this field, and we're just gonna do field by field as we go. And while they're doing that, I'm gonna run up. Blake is going to grab that center disc that's up at that cornfield that we did. So he's gonna run up and do that. While he's doing that, I'm gonna hop in the tractor, hook the bat wing up, and kind of mowed that section down a little, and get that where we can kind of walk through it a little bit easier. Specifically because we're going to be going back and forth a lot, so it's going to get matted down anyways by driving tractors over it. Already is starting to. So I'm just gonna bat wing it and chop it up. That way it doesn't look as ugly, I guess. The bat wing's kind of shoved in here too. And we might have to pull it forward a little. Let's see here if I got any room. Not really. Probably gonna have to do some shuffling. We're gonna have to move this solid fertilizer and this lime spreader forward. I'm gonna do some shuffling around, then mow that. We are halfway through the fields right now. I'm rolling up with the combine, the second combine. The other one's sitting up there. I have to swing this a little. The other one's sitting up there already. And I'm going to unload this for the guys while they take a little bit of a break. It's 10 to 10 right now, so they're going to take a little bit more in break while I unload this. This will be truck 7, if I did math right. This will be truck 7 heading to the bins to fill those up. So we're making good progress. About, again, halfway done or so. So yield's been pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good. Back this up a little, kind of distribute the weight. But yeah, everything's looking good. So I'm gonna finish unloading this, go join them on a coffee break or whatnot, and we'll get back started with the other half. Well, it's just shy of 11 o'clock, and we just opened up the second half of the field. And the reason I say we just opened up is because this half of the field and the other half that we did are actually, even though they're part of the same field, they're not connected in any way. There's no connections whatsoever. Like between this little strip and the strip that he just started on, that Joey started on, yeah, there's a strip down the center. There's an island down the center of grass and trees and whatnot, but they're connected on both ends. Whereas this section here, this entire section, all 3 or 4 of them, and those 4 or 5 sections on that side are not connected at all. It's just a strip of grass and trees all the way down, no connection whatsoever. So we just opened up this section of the field, took like 3 or 4 lengths off of the end. That way we got a little place to turn around and whatnot. I'm gonna fire the trucks back up here, get the cart running again. We shut them down, but again, fuel costs are just killing us right now, as to be expected at this point. So I'm gonna fire these back up, let them idle, and we're gonna have to go unload Dave already, because he's been going for a little bit longer than Joey. Joey took obviously the ends off here, so we're gonna have to go unload Dave. But in the meantime, I did, I will show you. I don't think I showed you. We did mow this area, what we could. I am gonna probably mow a little bit more, like up to the field here, just to make it a little bit nicer. But we did get that done, so that's nice. But I'm gonna go unload him. Probably have to unload Joey on the way back, and we're making progress. We're doing good. We're making a lot of progress. But it's gonna take all day for this field. 100%. It's gonna take all day, which is fine. It's kind of what we expected. But we'll deal with it, and we'll get her done. All right, I made my way down to, not really down, up, whatever you want to call it. Not really making my way either because it's right there, but I made my way to the shed here. What we're going to do, we decided that we're going to actually hit that field twice. And the reason we're going to do that is there's a large amount of crop left in there, the stubble. And we want to get that mulched and chopped up and kind of laying on the top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to spray our lime. Or spread our lime, I should say. And then we're going to actually hit it with a set of discs. So with that being said, I'm going to take the 9570 RT here and the speed tiller, because this is what we're going to hit it with first. And we are going to bring this down to the field, and we're going to start doing some mulching while we're kind of in between running cart and whatnot. Because it is getting late in the year here, and we are starting to fight some rain. We do have some rain in the forecast, which is not ideal. So I'm gonna kind of get this opened up, just make sure we're set where we kind of want it to be set, all that fun stuff, and then we're gonna kind of go from there. And just again, kind of in between when we're doing things and whatnot, unfold that. Kind of when we're in between running cart and whatnot, we'll do a pass or two, depending on what we got for time. So I'm going to unfold this, lower it down, and just, again, make sure the depths and everything are good, and we'll go from there. All right, we got one harvester up here done. They're done for this field. That's the one that Joey's in. Dave's down there. He's got probably 2 passes, and then he's got to clean up a few rows, he said. So he'll be a little bit longer. But what we're going to do is we're going to park this guy. We're going to go through it, clean it up, make sure it's good, because we've put a lot of acres on it today. And then we actually got a soybean field up by where that cornfield was that we took out last week. And we are going to send this combine up there. And depending on time-wise, either this grain cart that you can see in the mirror there, or another one. I'm not exactly sure, or the other one, I should say. I'm not exactly sure. It's really depending on time. He's still got some in it. So we're making good progress. It's 10-2 right now, and we got most of this done. Blake is out running the speed tiller. Joey just came back, obviously, in the combine. Dave's running the other combine, and I've been kind of doing grain cart. I've been hauling truck. I did a little tillage here and there. I brought the service truck down, so we've been staying busy since 7:30 this morning, and again it's 10 to 2 right now, so we've been staying busy. It actually went a little bit faster than we thought it was, but that's good. It just gives us more time to get that other small field knocked out. That other one's not that bad. Oh god, this model sometimes is annoying, but yeah, we're making progress, and we'll have enough time to knock that small field out. It's about the same size as that cornfield, so it won't be too bad. Won't be too bad at all. This is it right here. I'm coming back with the final, what was left in the field, the final remnants of it, and we're gonna empty it. I'm gonna actually do a little flip around here. They already brought the other combine up. I'm kind of following them back, so they're shutting that down, ready to go. Blake's still out doing tillage. He's probably gonna be out there a while. But I'm gonna unload what's left of this into that truck, and then they're actually Joey and Dave are gonna go take a break. They're gonna go have some lunch, whatever. They'll be back in a little, and then we're gonna jump up with that truck, this grain cart, and one of those harvesters, and those two are gonna do that entire soybean field up there, while Blake runs tillage down here, and then I actually am going to go to the co-op and pick up our lime so that we can start liming this field so that we can actually hit it again with a set of discs. Because we brought this was the set of discs that was up at that cornfield. We brought this one up, and then we actually got the other set that we're going to throw on a tractor. We're not sure which one yet. We're going to throw it on a tractor, but we got to spread lime first before we can disc it. So, well, ideally, let me shut off these 4-ways. There we go. So I'm going to run this truck, unload it while they're having lunch, talk with Blake, make sure he's got lunch and whatnot. He doesn't need anything. And then start moving stuff. So when they get back, they're ready to go. While I'm kind of around the home base here, I guess if you want to call it, I'm going to do some mowing. I'm going to wait for them to get back from lunch, make sure they're all set up. I don't want to be stuck at the co-op if they need help or anything like that. So I'm going to just do some mowing, wait for them to get back. They shouldn't be too long. And it'll help clean up this area a little bit too, you know? Make it look nice. We got mulching blades on this, so which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting us to have to clean it up, but they got mulching blades on it. So actually, I'm gonna go right down the front here, which I guess it makes sense that they did because of the fact that they do have a lot of grass here. And you know, you want to keep it nice. That's all. I do have that little mower, but I mean that's good for things like that, but it doesn't have mulching blades. I'll have to put mulching blades on that, make it nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some mowing, wait for them to get back, hang out a little, eat some lunch, something like that, you know. We've been busy the last few days, so we do have a lot of work to still do, but it's nice to, you know, take a break every now and then, just for a few minutes at least. All right, this area is looking good. This is like the entire front side with the, obviously kind of the west side of the farm, but I didn't touch the east side. But I did get in contact with Joey and Dave, and they're said they'll be fine. They're all set. They won't need any help. They drove by all the stuff, so they'll be fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park the tractor right here. I'm gonna hop in that semi. Make sure it's unloaded first. I know they left the doors open on it. I'm gonna hop in, make sure it's all set and whatnot, and then I'm gonna run to the co-op and pick up our lime at least. They might have. Actually, we can leave that open. They might have everything else in stock, but I don't know or ready for us. We ordered lime and we ordered herbicide from them. Okay, that's empty, so that's all good. We can close this door. I forget how to use these. There it is. Close that door so no one falls out. And I don't know if they're gonna have that herbicide and all that ready for us. But we'll see. Okay, let me release parking brake here. There we go. We'll pull forward a couple feet so we can close those doors. So yeah, I'm gonna run down there. I'm also gonna stop at John Deere, see if they got a mulching blade for my zero turn. That'd be nice. And then by the time we get back, we're not gonna. I almost guarantee we're not gonna lay lime down today. It's already 2:30, almost 3 o'clock. So I doubt we're gonna lay lime down. But we're gonna grab it at least. That way we have it, so either tomorrow or whenever we're done harvesting, we can do it, and we can continue with tillage. So let's go to the co-op. All right, we got to the co-op, and they actually have everything ready for us. We're not going to be able to take everything today. They got all the herbicide, they got the liquid fert too, plus the lime. But we're just focused on the lime today. So we got 32 pallets or big bags, whatever you want to call them, ready to go. And we're going to load that up first, and then kind of, I guess, whatever other room we got, we're going to start with that. I don't know. We'll see how much room we got. I'm thinking most of the lime's going to take on most of this. So we're going to borrow they got a forklift here, so they're either going to load us or I'm going to go load them myself. I got to talk with them to see if they will let me borrow that or not. But yeah, they have literally everything in stock for us. And again, these are all the chemicals and everything for next year. We're not going to use any of these this year. But they got them ready, and we ordered them while they were cheaper than they are currently. So that's all that counts. But yeah, I'm going to go grab paperwork out of the truck and start loading. Well, we weren't able to get it all on, and what they actually did, so obviously these big bags here, they got 2,000 liters of lime in them. So what they did is they broke them down into these boxes here, and each box is 1,000 liters, so we were able to go 3 high with them instead of just 2 high with these. So we were able to get a lot more in than we actually would have been able to if we just went with the straight like cartons here, or whatever you want to call them. So I was thankful for that. So we're gonna get this back to the warehouse, get this unloaded. They should be already going. I'm guessing it's 20 after 3, so they should be going on that soy field. Blake should still be going on that, and then we'll come back and we'll grab the second wave of this and maybe even some chemicals. So a little bit longer of a trip than I thought it was going to be. We're going to have to make 2 trips, but that's all right. That's why we're here, you know. We got that other truck as well that we can use. I got to put this curtain on. So I got to move all these and probably yell at this trailer more than I want to here. So I'm going to put the camera down for now. All right, we grabbed the second truck from out back. The first one, I backed it in, opened the doors, all that fun stuff. So that'll be ready for us to unload. We're going to take the second truck and pick up the remaining bits, however much that end up actually being. I don't know. I think it was like 8 totes in one row and 6 in another, I think. So 14 totes left. I don't know. I'll have to look when I get there, but we're going to drive by Joey and Dave. They should be going pretty good at this. Oh, yeah, they got half of it out already. Look at that. Yeah, they're working hard over there. Okay, so that's good. I did get off the phone with Blake probably half hour, 45 minutes ago when we were at the co-op originally, and they were going good. So everyone's doing good. We're making good progress, and we're getting lime and anything else we can at this point. So another productive day on the farm. Harvest 2022. Let's go. I don't know if you can hear that rain out there, but it's thunderstorming pretty good right now. And we got one pallet left here to take off of lime. And then we're going to have to run up to that field that they're harvesting at. Hopefully they're done or pretty close to it, because we don't want to be harvesting in the rain. That's not good. That makes everything wet, reduces yield. It's not good all around. So hopefully they're pretty much done. I haven't talked to them because I don't have a radio in these forklifts, so I can't really call them, or I would, but we do have. Hopefully I can slide this in. I like how my windshield wipers are on. We'll slide this in right. Actually, we'll let's lift it up a little. There we go. Beautiful. These forklifts are nice, but they're also a pain sometimes in these little alleyways. Okay. Let's we're just gonna park this over here. And we'll close these doors and then we'll run up and see how far they've gotten. I haven't checked in on them since we passed by, and they still had quite a bit left to do, so. Oh, these levelers have to. So that one is already. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna take this this guy up there with the bat wing. Be all right. See how much they've gotten done here. Hopefully, it's enough. I'm hoping they have it all done, because if not, we're gonna have to wait a few days. This is not ideal, because I think this is gonna happen through most of the night. It's 5 o'clock now, so it's been raining for probably 20 minutes already. So we got a good good drenching. We'll see. Just up the road here. Yeah, I could call them right now, but we're right here. Looks like they got it done. They're unloading or just finished unloading, it looks like, but it looks like they got it done. I'm gonna talk with these guys, see what's going on. I'm pretty sure they have it done, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna talk with them and probably get that truck back, and they'll get some equipment back, and I don't mind leaving this here, but I'm gonna talk with them and see what's going on. All right, I'm bringing the truck back because they're gonna bring the cart and the combine back after they get the header on the trailer. And then one of them will bring me back down to grab the front loader with the bat wing. But I want to get this back because it's got all the grain in it, and I want to get that in a silo. It does have some moisture in it, they said. They were unloading when it started downpouring on them. And unfortunately, they had the entire grain cart full when it happened, so it is what it is, but we'll have to probably dry a little of it. It'll be alright, though. I don't know what the moisture is going to be completely honest, and if we let it sit for a few days, it might be fine. I just don't want it molding. They're a little concerned about it molding, but I think it'll be fine. It only got rained on for probably 20 minutes total up until this point, and I got the tarps on now. They had the tarps on, so in theory, it should be fine. We're gonna go unload this, and that's probably gonna be it for today. I'm gonna check in with Blake. I'm sure he's bringing the tractor up, if not already. He's not gonna keep tilling in the mud. It's not worth it. So we're gonna unload this here and bring that equipment back and call it a day, probably. All right, we're pulling back into the farm. Everything's back. The harvester and actually the header on the trailer just got pulled straight into that building, and the grain cart got pulled in here. We're expecting, I looked at the radar, talked with the other guys. We're expecting heavy thunderstorms for the next foreseeable hours. So we're gonna get as much of this as we can, kind of in the shops, and whatnot, just so it's kind of out of the elements. We don't want anything, just going missing on us. So we're gonna pull. Actually, probably end up backing this up a little and moving one of these so we can get the speed tiller in here. And then the other combine and header are going to go in that shed. With the other one, trucks are going to come up. So we're preparing severe thunderstorms for the overnight. That's all. We don't want to destroy anything. But we're going to do some shuffling around and try to get everything in here. It's 5:45. And it's still downpouring. This is the last piece of equipment we got that we have to put into a shed. And then we're going to call it a night. We're going to close all these doors and whatnot. But it's supposed to get pretty bad. It's already getting pretty rough. But this is just got that set of discs on it. We're just going to pull it straight in. Oh, got a couple deer spending the day in here. We put both, actually, will this fit right in between them? Will. Beautiful. We got both combines in here, as you can see. And both the headers just hooked up to the trailers. We pulled them right in. Yeah, I'm a little close, but it'll be fine. Yeah, 9630 with the set of discs is in here. We got the speed tiller and the grain cart in the main shop there. I'm gonna run quick, try not to get too wet. Close those up. Close this one up, even though there's not much in there. I don't know what's going on with those planters. And I think that's it. Besides, hold on. Let me just move this up here to the door. This is where we're gonna come out. So yeah, got one of the 9620 RXs in here with the one that was pulling our grain cart. We got that in. The speed tiller and the 9570 RTs in here. We got the front loader and the bat wings in here. We got both trucks, the other gators up there, and both skid steers are in here as well. So everything's pretty much stored, ready to go. It'll be all right. We'll shut the door, and shouldn't be too bad for tonight. Just gonna be some heavy rains, that's all. Shut the lights off. We don't need to waste power, and we'll call it a night. I'm gonna run up, park this in the garage, and then actually pull my truck in the garage as well, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So thank you all for tuning into this episode, or this video. I do appreciate it, and we got a lot done today. Got the biggest field done, which is actually amazing. And that small little soybean field, but honestly, that's not even remarkable at all. Just kind of an extra little bonus thing that we did. That's all. But that leaves us with only a few fields left. We got a potato field. We have a sugar beet field. There's a wheat field that's just south, and that's it. It's only 3 fields left, and I think we'll be ready. I'm gonna have to talk with them tomorrow at the co-op. I didn't talk with them much, with the exception of this morning, about whether or not those harvesters were ready for us to use. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to harvest those potato fields, or if we're gonna have to wait. We're definitely gonna have to wait a day or two anyways because of the rain. But we'll see if they have those ready for us. Other than that, with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to this video. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys, and stay safe out there.